it's our drawing time, and this week it's obviously Halloween, so we're going to do looking at doing a bat. I'm going to show you some images that I've got already. I've printed off, and you can do the same, and then I'll show you which one I'm going to show you to do today. So I've not picked the vampire type looking bat. I've picked the fruit bat. Okay, it's a baby fruit bat, and there's one in flight. Okay, see this looks like a butterfly if you sort of take that part off. And the one we're going to do today is this one. You can see where Dracula sort of came along from this one, I think. But look at the shapes. So look at the shapes of the head, the big eyes, the triangle shaped ears, and how high this is here. So to start off, put my glasses on. Got an array of pencils because there's some tones in this and some really dark colours. So I've got a 6B there. I was hoping I'd find a 9. I've got a H and a 2H. I love drawing with an F and I love drawing with a 2H. For some reason, not HB like everybody else. So I'm going to break this down into shapes. Okay. Look at it from here. So I'm going to do sort of mainly the head. We'll look at the head part, and it's a bit less for the body. So I'm going to put some guidelines in here. If you notice, I need a shoulder space, so I don't want this head right in the centre. I want it going towards the right a little bit. I'm just going to put some guidelines in for myself. So I'm going to put where the chin's coming and the nose is coming around here. And I'm going to put a straight line in, like you always do. Okay, and that's going to help me with my symmetry. So here, quite lightly again, I'm just going to put in. You're not going to see too much for now. Just see if you can lower the camera a little bit. I'm going to lower this just for the time being so you can actually see a bit clearer. So all I'm doing is breaking it down bit by bit. So that's where the top of the head is going to go. So look at here. Yes, that line going across, and that ear just a tad higher than this side. So if I go across there, okay, look where you can see again. So if that line was here, that's a bit further over there. Yeah, so my line's here where the nose is. Yeah. You can see the ear starts, nose, up to there, and put the ear on the side there. Just going to put a triangle type shape in for now. Okay, and then across here, put a line in where my eyes are going to go. Again, you can see this line here. So that the eyes on this side. I'm going to put in some really sort of tough, large eye shapes. And then this eye is more over on this side. So you can get the eyes right on the ear. And this time, if you look at again, look at this, over this side. And as I mentioned before, slightly higher than the other one, just slightly. Doing it very light for now. So I know I'm happy with it. If you look here, look how high that shoulder is. Right on the... Looks like that cape effect, isn't it? Because the bats wrap themselves around. Get themselves nice and dry. trying to get these eyes are the same. And then the nose, so this area here now is where it comes over this side. This chin, the hair area. And then here, the nose. It'll look a bit awkward to start off with. Put the nostrils in there. Look at the prettiest of noses. Quite big noses. And then once we've got this, the basics in, it'll start to take shape a little bit more. And here, the mouth. A bit of a chin underneath there. And then this mouth goes round like it's smiling. Only I could make a bat look cute, I think. I looked at the vampire bats and they look ferocious. Not sharp teeth. I thought, no, we need to find a cute bat. So as you can see, I'm scrumbling there. It's not a shading pencil, so I'm not going to get a lot of tonage there. I just want to see the shape, want to touch shape of where his features are, where the nose is. And we'll darken everything down. So I'm going to, in a minute, get these in. I'm going to leave you to get everything, because I don't want to rush you. I want you to get everything into place. And right now you might be thinking, that's not right, and that should be a bit different. This over this side is where the claw's going to be coming round. They have really, really sharp claws. This scary voice. Really sharp claws. Okay, so we're going to stop there, and I'm going to tidy this up a little bit, make sure I'm happy with it, and then we'll come back and we'll carry on working on our fruit bat. In a minute. Yeah, so I'm back and I made a few little alterations to mine, as you probably have to yours too. I've shortened the face slightly and just altered one of the ears on the left as well. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to emphasise, I want to work on the eyes a little bit more. So first of all we need a ridge going around these eyes. So very carefully. Open these eyes up a little bit more. Okay, and I'm going to darken. I'm going to bring it out a little bit and darken this sort of tiny V shape. Again, just makes it look a little bit more cute. Fruit bats are. And now we're going to work on the inside of the eye. Get a darker pencil. So you want a shading pencil now. 5B, that'll do. And I'm going to bring some, again, this scrumbling tornado type movement to the eye. I'm really lost with the bat's eyes. Obviously they can't see, can they? Very poor vision. So I'm just gonna shade in these eyes now, because they're more or less all really, really dark. There's no colour to the eye like what we have. So I'm just grumbling that. And then it'll still have the light source in, so if you want to bring the light source in. I've lost me tacky rubber and I've lost my blending stick. They've gone walkabouts. Again, just bring so again, I'm darkening that a little bit more. And you'll do the same with the other eye. I'll do that one just yet. I want to show you some more. I want to get my H now. And remember, the H is like hard, so you can refine round edges with this. Remember, you can always turn your book round the paper. And now, I'm to work on the fur. So with the fur, go in the direction of how it sort of grows. So if you do that motion, it'll give that impression. So the longer stems, obviously is longer fur, and you bring it tight, and that's a shorter fur. And this part here is where the ridge of the eye is setting slightly. So here, under this will be short and tight. I'm doing it light for now. I want to work all the way around with this. And when you get to the outside, if you, again, just bring the hair out to the sides. It's not as flat. And when you get to the ears, they're darker on the inside. I'm going to press quite hard with this one now. That darkness would go into this area depending where the light source was coming from. I'm going to start the area. This area is going to be dark until we get to sort of the outside, and then we'll go lighter again. And the ears aren't so fluffy. A bit more of a point than what I've got. So again, pressure on its side, not upright, remember, always on its side. See how it's that tornado, that circular motion. again, I'm going to carry on with that same method throughout. So when you want it darker, apply the pressure. When you want to create that fur, bring it back to point. Remember as well, you have a blending stick. What do I? Yes. Cheap and nasty this one, but oh dear. No, blend in your edges. I won't work as good as my own, but it'll do. And again, then when you want those fine lines, come back over, you can go over again, emphasising those fur lines. I'm going to just do this side, and I'm going to show you the nose part. Which again works in the same way. So we're going to darken on the insides as well, where the nostrils are. Be mindful to think about your symmetry as well. I'm relaxing myself now. I'm going quiet. There's a problem trying to talk in. So you can see this little bat here. It's taking shape now, isn't it? And it's just that same method all the way through. You don't need a lot of pencils. You just need your hard and your soft. You need to shade in. Okay, I'm going to carry on with this now till I've finished his face. See you in a bit. So as you can see now, worked on his face. So worked all over the area now. Just the same techniques I just showed you. Just taking my time, applying pressure, taking the pressure off, putting the pencil in the right direction, whether it be upright or downwards. Now, what we're going to do now is just work on the rest of this. And so this is like where the wing comes round. This is the claw area. It looks quite, I'm just going to shorten this, sorry about this. It shows you it's work in progress and it's live. This needs to be a little thicker. 2H. A little thicker. See what's going to happen now. I'm just going to bring this claw in. Right here. It was too long. Better. I'm going to do again with this one. I'm going to emphasise too much detail on this. I'm just going to, because I want it to appear like it's further away, so I'm going to haze it out slightly. I'm going to get 2H just because I'm very aware that the claws will look smaller area. I get to the outsides. It's a definition by changing the tonage. And again, the scrumbling motion. Okay, so the last area is the actual, the wing. It's like a cloak, isn't it? I'm going to have this area here is going to be quite dark. It's going to be underneath the chest area. So I'm going to quickly give this don't want it too close to the chin yet, I'll do that in a minute. This area here is going to be dark. And still that scrumbling motion. Just putting it back up on the tip there a little bit. A few H there. I'm just going to put some strokes in there so it's like this. Just see the bits of the hair there. And then this area, I'm blowing that in so it's a little bit smoother. And now for the creases in the actual wing. So I'm going to go for, I'll keep these in order, shouldn't I, so I know where they are. So I'm actually going to put this now on its side because I want to work quickly in the way of creating depth. So light and shade we're going for now. So remember, and this will help me to go in the right direction. So I'm just going to create some folds. So I keep pausing between the words. Folds by creating light and shade. I'm going to go again darker on that, then darker on that, pressing down, and then in between I'm going to lift that pencil, same pencil. Remember when you go back towards the end, I've always said, it's, you've not got the same control, so it's freer. Now for this area, I'll go for an even darker one. Again, I'm going the same way, because obviously that's the way the veins and everything else is running in the bat's wing. They're quite see-through, aren't they, in places when they're opened. I'll just put it the right way. You can see how those folds are starting to appear now. Hope you get involved in this. Bit of fun for Halloween. You could put your drawings up. You could even get involved with people in the household with this one. Again, think where you want these folds to go. I've never drawn a bot before. Quite a nice experience, to be quite honest. Well, because I picked a cute bat, I think. Got a class due to come in it. About 5 minutes, so it's worked out the timing on this quite well. Obviously I've got to download it yet, but the actual construction of the bat, as you can see, it's come to a finish now. Just these few last areas. So other than a bit of tidying up, I think he's done. Hope you like him. To name him. Our bat. Thanks again. See you soon.